What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Allege here.
And you got myself, Ham. Still not top of the table, but we're in the title race.
So we've been away for like 2 weeks exactly, right?
But it feels like forever.
Yeah, it feels like forever. I can't lie, it feels like forever. So we've got a lot to. I think there's been a few things that's happened during the last 2
Mike Maignan
weeks.
is still shit. Nothing's changed there. So.
Well, a point higher than we were before.
So we go through all the details. Firstly, people, thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, share this with friends and family, and all the good stuff. How you guys been? How's your break?
Good, man.
Yeah,
Good. Means my Sundays have been a bit more relaxed.
yeah.
Just
Trust
chill
me,
all the way to work time.
I just hate thinking about the drive, so I'm happy. I just hate thinking about go drive here, record for 2 hours drive, but that's 4 or 5 hours out of my Sunday.
Yeah.
And Sunday's a day when I just want to watch football.
You know the thing is, why I find it annoying is because as soon as that final whistle goes, you're prepping yourself.
Yeah, man, I have to start getting ready.
I have to start getting ready.
Yeah, man, I have to start getting ready.
Yeah, I have to start getting ready.
Back home, the day's done.
The day's done. Yeah,
Yeah, man, get home like what?
So you start your
Yeah.
day relaxed. I hate like just from it being relaxed. Okay, cool. I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
I just would rather be like in all day, but at least people know the sacrifice out.
Exactly.
Hopefully it pays off anyway. What you guys get up too much? Do you do anything?
No, not really.
No?
I would like that, but remember what I did.
Yeah, that's a good point still.
I was telling Tom I played football yesterday. Somebody tried to steal my goal on the line.
Where that was David Nugent,
Bruh.
England.
And then guess what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Got flagged offside.
Oh.
So the goal got
So the
disallowed.
goal got this. Oh, yeah, that's David Nugent.
livid.
I think it's David Nugent, Jermaine Defoe, if I remember correctly.
I was livid.
Yeah.
I had to act nice. I'm like, no, it happened. No,
No,
I
he's
was
livid.
If
Yeah.
he's listening to this right now,
I lost 1-0.
Oh.
So yeah. But
Yeah. I know Jermaine said he was livid as well, but David Nugent, you got England. He might never play for England again. I don't know if he's going to play for England again after that. So he might be one in one. He might be 1 in 1. He might be 1 in 1. Yeah, one appearance, 1 goal.
Cool. So look, we've got a lot to get through, but what we do, we just start fresh from yesterday's game with your boys, the Gunners.
Gun everything down. Gun anybody down. Even those with dada. Gun them down. Gun them down. Anything in our way is getting gunned down to get in the season.
Anybody have dada in Palace?
That's it, yeah.
Wait till this. What did
Yes,
dada offer
Dada is
him
not
yesterday?
bringing him anything.
He didn't bring
But I'm
nothing.
not gonna lie, every time he touched the ball, I was shook. Let me not lie, every time he touched the ball, I was shook.
the boy needs to move. He needs to move though. But
Yeah, he needs to come back home. He needs to come back home, innit? Come back to us, man.
All right, cool. 5-0. Did you expect 5? Or obviously watching the game after a while in the second half. First half didn't. It wasn't that type of game. I think it was just the 2 set pieces that gave you guys the advantage. But and even you scored 2 late goals.
late.
innit?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you actually before you go into the game. I know over the last few weeks you kept on going on about having to drop Martinelli and do the same thing you did last season, and having to come back into the team and working his way back into the team. That's exactly what happened yesterday. Do you think he should have done it earlier, or are you happy he's done it now, or what are your thoughts on it?
I would have done it earlier, but
Yeah.
Mikel, and he probably got a different relationship with his players, innit? And he's probably just trying to see him through the bad form or whatnot. But I would have done it earlier, but the gaffer's done it when he's done it. And for me, the writing was on the wall. He had to come out of the team. Because for me, how I look at it is, he is our best finisher by a country mile, but his other attributes for me, I don't think are that great. Like in terms of being involved in the game and whatnot. If there's not green grass in front of him, he doesn't really do much. But he does his defensive duties, which are great. So my point I was making was Saka is a threat on the other side, is involved in build up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for me, Saka has to stay in the team, and unless it's just rubbish, but he has to stay in the team. And Martinelli, for me, if he's not finishing, which was before yesterday, he had 2 goals in the league and whatnot. Then and when he's trying to be a part of the team, it's not really clicking. Then for me, we got an able replacement in Leo, and Leo has to come into the team because Martinelli might be a better finisher than Leo, but Leo's definitely a better footballer than Martinelli. So for me, the better footballer has to come into the side until the finisher shows that, okay, cool, if I get those chances, I'm going to be able to finish. And for me, he'll get back into the team. It's not like, this is not a punishment. You just got to do what you was doing last season.
Why you got squad anyway.
Yeah. So for me, it was a no-brainer, and I thought, and I tweeted straight after, don't change it. I don't. Just because he came off the bench and scored 2, that don't mean we go away to Forest next weekend or whenever we play them, and then he goes, okay, you're back in. No.
It's a different game.
Yeah. So let him work his way back in, and him working his way back in is by coming off the bench and impacting. Even if he doesn't score, just play well, impact the game, and then naturally he'll force his way back into the team.
Yeah. And I'm sure those 2 goals have obviously given him confidence as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah,
and he done the same thing last season. He done the same. He worked his way back in, and he went straight back, and then he went on a run. I think he got 8 or 9 league goals in the second half of the season. So I think he got 15 last season, 15 or 14. And I think it was literally half and half. He got his first bit in the first half, and then he got like 8 in the second half. So hopefully he does it again, because I'm sure all of the wingers in it and forward players will always set themselves targets of double digits.
Yeah.
And he's way below that right now. So
I think that's also the importance of having depth in your team, really. So if you have someone like Trossard that you know that can easily slot in, and as you said, is a better footballer than Martinelli. So it has something. I always like players on the bench. I like them to offer different attributes to the player that's normally
first
plays
11,
11, and that's what he does. And I feel probably the same with Eddie, but Eddie doesn't have as much impact coming off the bench as you would expect him to do. But it still offers something different. Jesus.
Brilliant. And Leo played yesterday and he scored, so he can easily say I'm good to start against Forest, because he played well. He was one of the few that played. I don't think we played great yesterday. I don't think we got our second gear, but we done enough to win the game 5-0. I would say 5-0 flattered us, innit? Because I don't think it was a 5-0 performance. I don't think 5-0 performance to me looks like we had bare chance to keep and made bare saves, and we put 5 in the net. But I don't remember Dean Henderson making that many saves, bro.
And at the moment, Palace are not all that as well. So
and then the 2 that came at the end, Martinelli's got. I'm not taking nothing away from Martinelli. They were good goals, good finishes. But I was watching the game, and Roy Hodgson's taken off Mark Guehi and brought on James Tompkins. Then he took off. Who was playing right back? I think it was Nathaniel Klein, and brought on Aham Dama, who's a forward player, and made him play right wing back. So that right side of James Tompkins and Aham Dama, right wing back, was just rubbish. It was just awful. And then so we were just getting in. Yeah. So yes, the 2 goals were good, but it did also. We did lean towards Palace's deficiencies.
Another right back won't allow that to happen. So.
Yeah. And it was good to see that. Obviously, the set pieces. I mean, I think obviously big up my guy, the set piece coach, because since he's come into the team, it's been a revelation. And it was good to see that whatever they were working on in Dubai, because I know Mikel come out at the end of the game and said that's the thing we worked on the least in our break, but we still worked on it. And it was good to see that. When I saw Declan going over to take the corner, I was just like,
yeah, bro, what's going on?
But obviously that goes to show it's been worked on, and Declan's probably taking corners, and his deliveries are probably at a decent standard where we feel, okay, cool, let Deck take it. He's got a good delivery, and we've got more chance, because whatever Leo was producing was nonsense. When Leo was playing, even Saka's corners, I hate them because they don't beat. They're always short, and I think we got to mix it up. So that was good to see that. Obviously his deliveries, because we got Gabriel. He's probably the biggest threat. Him and Van Dijk probably the biggest threat in the league when the ball come in. And him, Van Dijk, maybe Ben Mee. They're like the defenders that go and attack it, and when they go up, you think, oh, they might score. So we got to give him a chance. So I thought that was good also to see.
Cool. So I think who you've got before, obviously.
We got Forest and Liverpool.
No, was we on here for the FA Cup when you went out the FA Cup? No, we haven't been on here since you went out the FA Cup.
No.
Cool. There's a couple things. Yeah, the FA Cup. I think there's not much in regards to yesterday's game. There's not much for us to go into. You beat them 5-0. Let's just move on. Yeah, move on from that. The FA Cup exit.
Yeah.
What was your thought on that?
Yeah, I was livid because I want to win a trophy, bro. I want trophies at the end of the season, bro. I give a fuck about. People say progress. I want to see that. Yeah, that's good, but bring the trophies, bro. Bring the trophies. I'm a fan, and my bragging rights comes from how many trophies have we won against yours. That's it. It's not how do we progress my team against yours.
Nice for the whole season. At the end of the season, I'm gonna call you and be like, so what did you win?
Exactly. So I was livid, and the fact that I was even more livid because Liverpool will count themselves lucky because first off we should be 3-4-0 up, but that just leaned towards how bad we were in front of goal in the coming weeks before that. And that game, it just highlighted how bad we were in front of goal, because there's no reason how Liverpool get out of that first half without being 3-0 down. And once they weathered that first half storm and came out in the second half, we didn't create, as we still created, but it wasn't as much, and Liverpool were just clinical and they took their chances. But I was livid though, because we're at home, it's a big game, we haven't been playing great, and I thought this was and Liverpool's team wasn't at their full. I mean, Van Dijk didn't play, Mo didn't play, and we put out a decent team. And at home, I just not expected us, but I went.
Especially since you're at home.
And FA Cup for me as Arsenal fans, we all obviously this is not true, but we feel that's our trophy. We wanted the most. That's our trophy. I want to go back in it. So I was livid, but hey, it makes Liverpool play more games. So in the long run, if it means they play more games, pick up more injuries, more fatigue, then it helps us in the league. So try and look at it that way, innit? But yeah, my overriding feeling was I was livid.
For you, Ade, what do you think the expectations are for Arsenal now to the end of the season?
Well, I think you're still going for what you were at the beginning of the season, right? It's ultimately win the Premier League and a good showing in the Champions League, because I don't believe you think you're going to win the Champions League.
No.
So it's a good showing in the Champions League and win the league. I think that's my thoughts.
Yeah, going out the FA Cup just made me reevaluate and think that, obviously, when I saw my boy come, I don't even like calling him my boy, but when I saw the king come back, KDB, remember I told you I was clapping when he came back the other day. When I saw him come back, I said, cool, so we're not going to win the league, which is fine, because it's Man City, but so we're not going to win the league. So how do we have a season that is something of it was a good season? And for me, we have to finish second and go all the way, and then semi-final in the Champions League, and then that will make it seem as, we got to the semi-final. So optics make it look like you had a decent, a decent season, semi-final, first time in the Champions League after a long time out, one of the youngest squads probably in the Champions League as well. And so I think that's the only way we salvage it, because if we go out to Porto, that's just fucking disgusting. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That's fucking disgusting, yeah. And then if we finish the league behind Liverpool, not saying Liverpool are a bad side, but just from last season to this season, you would like to think that we would kick on. And Liverpool are in not a rebuild, a reset. Not a rebuild,
and then a reset.
And exactly.
If they finish above you.
Exactly, yeah. So if we finish the league third, go out quarter-final, lost the League Cup to whoever we lost it to, and then FA Cup, it's just as bad as last season to me. Yeah. So it's just as bad, as last season. Yeah. So for us, it's got to be, we hunt Man City, Liverpool down to the last game of the season, all the way. Not like last season when we fell off with 3-4 games to go. It's all the way. And semi-final, and if we come up against a Real Madrid, even a PSG, whoever we come up and we lose, would you be upset if Liverpool won the league and you wasn't the one that put City to it? Yeah, 100%. Literally because of that, innit? Because of the whole, it's like they took a step back to come and then leapfrog us and go win the back. They got experience of winning the league, so we can't take that away from them. Yeah, of course. And they got a better manager than us, innit, in Jurgen Klopp, so we can't take that away from them. But just expectations, you would like to think that if I look at their 11 and look at my 11, I don't see much in it for me to think that they went and pipped us after I've just spent 100 million on Declan Rice and I done spent 65 on Kai Havertz. And then I got, obviously Timber's been injured, but I look at my team and I think, if someone's going to beat us, let it be Man City. Yeah. But don't let it be Liverpool this season. On paper, obviously, paper to how the team actually plays is totally different. But on paper, if I look at your whole squad, even the first 11, you definitely have, personally anyway, people will disagree. And I think you have the better balanced team. I think the forward line is... Their forward line is crazy. I'm going to take I'll take theirs. They've got a great forward line. It's ridiculous. With and the thing is, what makes their forward line so great, man, Ade was talking about this, is we don't talk about Jota enough because he's a top player. But he's so efficient. Yeah, top player. He's probably their best finisher. He's probably their best finisher. That's what we were talking about. Even better than Mo. I'd say he finishes better than Mo.
That's literally what I was
saying. I'd say he finishes better than Mo.
He was actually talking about that today.
But I think that as well.
No, I'll say he finishes better than Mo.
Yeah, so the forward line, I think, is what keeps them going. Yeah,
100%. And Virgil getting back to his best and Konate kicking on. Defensively, they're good. They got Alisson, who some people say is the best in the world. So they're good, man. They're a good side. And if they win it, they'll deserve to win the league.
Cool. Yeah,
100%.
So I say, just to round up for you personally, you don't think you'll win the league anymore, but
KDB's back, bro.
But to salvage the league, you will want finish second and a good run in the Champions League. And for you, a good run in the Champions League will be semi-finals.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's it. That's the only way we can look at this season. I think it was.
That'll be very impressive.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Just other couple things to touch on in terms of, obviously, you're talking about the forward line and the lack of goals. Obviously, you scored 5 goals now. So
we back, baby. So some Arsenal fans left there. You say, "Yeah, we're back. We're gonna score 5 every game."
No. Obviously, some might think we don't need a striker anymore. But obviously, the talk, since we've been off, is that you need a striker.
Yeah.
I think we was talking during the CE. We'll get to CE Newcastle game, and you said a lot of people was talking about Tony. But that's the man you want. That was he said.
Yeah.
In terms of the forward line, do you think you need to add to it? And if you had to get a striker, obviously, I don't think you get the top strikers.
No. I don't think we're going to get anyone. I don't think we're going to get anyone.
Realistic. But going into the summer, who do you pick? Who's your main?
Yeah, it would be him. Literally, I didn't know Newcastle's financial problems were that mad that they might have to sell to buy. But you probably know more about that though.
Well, it hasn't been office chat, but
Yeah.
I think just generally, I think most people they're not trying to risk it.
Yeah.
Most
So for
people
me, it
aren't
would be him. The only reason why I probably haven't mentioned him to Arsenal is because beforehand is because I just don't think that they would. That's their best asset in it. Exactly, they would sell it. But if they were talking money talks and they're talking about Tony's 100 million, I love Ivan Tony, but he ain't better than Alexander Isak for me. And Isak for me is quote unquote an Arsenal player. He's Arsenal ready made. He can, and for me, because remember when we spoke before in terms of what I wanted, so I just said I want a forward player. So I want someone a forward player. So if it's a 9, brilliant. But I want a forward player in it, and he ticks the box for me because he can go left, he can go through the middle, he can go through the right. And in my brain now, I can just imagine him and Saka linking up with Mane. And even if that means and that doesn't. I'm not slighting Jesus by saying getting Isak in because I can still fit all 3 of them in. I can still play Jesus from the flank and play Isak through the middle. I can still play Isak on the wing and play Jesus through the middle. So for me, the fact that he's interchangeable as well makes it a no-brainer for me because I don't want man. I don't want just a 9, a battering ram 9. He's Nigerian, I love him to bits, but I don't want him in it. Yeah. And Tony is 27, not saying that that's too old, but he's good. Good link-up player, good player, scores free kicks, scores pens, gonna guarantee goals, which is for me personally, Isak is just that's the guy, bro. That's the guy. If we're gonna break the bank in the summer, break it for him.
You don't have much. I think we talk about complete strikers, and us talking about not having much complete strikers on display like in the world right now. And if you're talking about a complete striker, Isak is definitely one of them. I think Tony is also a complete striker, but Isak has more attributes.
Isak beats people. He eliminates people. He eliminates people.
Yeah, he can come in, drop in. Play with the midfielders, if you like. As you said, he can go off the flank. He can do
more of that free-flowing football.
Exactly. He can do it, and then it poses a lot more threat because you now have a lot more option with him. Knowing that he can do absolutely anything
100%
on the pitch. 100%. So definitely, I think I'll definitely say Isak.
If they're gonna break the bank, because if we don't buy no one this January because it's not feasible, no problem. I'm not going to go mad at them. I know some Arsenal fans will say it's impossible. We have to buy someone if you want to go for the league. If the money's not there or what the club are willing to sell the player for, Arsenal think it's too mad, then leave it. Walk away. But in the summer, to make sure that we address that issue, which is we have to get a forward player. And for me, even if Newcastle are saying they don't sell, but this is the price. Whatever the price is, bro, throw in Eddie. And I love Eddie, but throw Eddie in. Sell whoever we got to sell to raise more funds to add to whatever the summer kitty was anyway. And if that means next summer all we do is buy a forward and then buy a midfielder, no problem. No problem. We've got 7-8 defenders already anyway.
I think that's what I was about to say. You got a lot of resources there to sell.
To
make you money. I think you're quite. I think that's the good thing about your board, innit? And the way you do business, you've got a lot of stock there to sell. Eddie can go for a decent amount of money, 30 to 40 million, whatever it is. If even.
He's the one that would have to go. Thomas is going to go. Thomas is going to go in the summer.
You got Thomas there. There's quite a lot there for you to get rid of if you need money. But so you're more than happy to just go with what you have now until the end of the season.
I ain't happy, but I just don't think it's not feasible. It's just not feasible to go out there and get what we want as Arsenal Football Club. It's not easy for any top club to go get what they want.
What would you get? Or just a striker if you have to get something now?
Yeah, just get a forward player, someone that can play across the line. If you can play as a 9, play on the flanks, but someone to help them out up there. I don't know, because bringing Eddie off the bench for me is just when I see Eddie come off the pitch and I was just come on, bro. It's like, come on, man, come on.
I think just one more. I don't think I've got bits here to touch on. The last one I've got here to touch on in Arsenal was it's right into the PGMOL in regards to like Saka getting fouled. Let me get at this for that first. What?
I don't. Sometimes you ask me questions, and I know you already know what the fuck. What are you writing letters for? It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing.
No, I saw that.
Club.
I don't think it was embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
I don't think it was embarrassing.
We almost killed him.
I don't think it was embarrassing because
people get called every day.
I get that. Maybe that should have been in-house, not been leaked, because it was definitely going to be looked at as his comedic, innit? Yeah, because you got to think of the players that played in this league: Hazard, Ronaldo, Henry, players that have been. But I think you guys watch football enough to know that Saka probably does get fouled the most in the league, right? I don't know, but what I'm not the letter whatever, But mine is just when I watch it, it's like they let defenders have a free hit. And then they go, but the hit, is worthy of a yellow card. So give the yellow. Don't say, okay, you're allowed to hit him again. If it's something light, fair enough. You know, like your defender, Tom. It's like your manager might tell you, make sure you let your presence be known. Yeah, fair enough. But if you're chopping the man in half, that's not letting your presence. That's a foul. Give the yellow. And I think for me, as mine is just if it's a foul, just give it as a yellow, because what you're doing is you're letting someone hit him he might get injured with that one. Then you're giving them another free hit because the defender knows I'm not. And James Milner done it. That was a brilliant example. Brighton. But James Milner cut him in half.
Does the team really care? Do they care about him?
Of course we do.
You sure?
Of course we do. Why?
Because even when he's got one leg, you still play him. So you actually care about him. That's reality.
Nah, that's our star boy, bro.
Got one leg, you're still gonna play him. So you don't really care.
Mine is just give the yellow, innit? If it's a yellow, give the yellow. Mine is just don't watch him.
Don't write like you care about him.
We do care about him. We gotta protect our asset, bro. We gotta protect. We ain't got another right winger in the squad. We don't have another right winger in the squad, which is bad, but we don't have another right winger in the squad. Might just give the yellow. Like you saw the example I'm talking about. James Miller cut him in half, and then the referee just went up to him and said, "Don't do that again." What do you mean, don't do that again? It's a yellow card, bro.
So what are you saying? They should have wrote the letter. Then are you happy with the letter?
Yeah, I don't really. I'm like, I'll give 2 5 fuck whether they write the letter or not.
Email.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a fax. If it was a fax, if it was an email, if it was a raven. You know, the bird took it. I don't care. Mine is just give the yellow, bro.
Yeah,
just give the yellow, bro.
I'll be honest. I just thought it was ridiculous because I think they were showing the stats as well, and he's not the most fouled in the league as well.
Who's the most fouled in the league?
Ayew the most.
Which one?
From
Palace.
Yeah, Palace.
He's a hard worker, bro.
Palace is
don't knock a hard worker.
Yeah, bro. That's what. If you're talking about facts, that's what the stats says. And he's not second. He's third, I think.
Who's second?
Was it Bruno Guimaraes that is second and Saka's third? So if you're gonna
they should write letter too, man.
Bro, I'm just saying anyway. Everyone's look for me personally. He's not the first.
My boy is one of the faces of the league, so yes, we have to write a letter. Yeah, because Ayew not a face of the league.
Palace should create a banner.
Yeah, no. My boy's one of the faces of the league. Protect the players, man.
Personally, look, he's not the first, and he's not going to be the last. And that's just the honest truth. As you mentioned, there's been players before him,
100%.
like Ronaldo, and I think most importantly, bro. It's testament to how good he is, and teams are not going to just watch you.
No, I get that, T.
So what do you want them to do?
No, I get that, but I'm just no, don't do that. No, but I'm saying, I'm just saying, yeah. Let's just apply the law. Let's not do the whole.
So that's down to the ref, though.
Yeah, so my point is, the refs have to do a better job, but that's across the board. That's not just Saka. That's across the board. That's across the board.
If you think about it, we play what. When we were playing Stratford, Sunday League or something, if there's a player, before the game, we're going to speak to the ref. Remember what he did last time. Look, have a word with the ref. Like,
yeah, but the ref clearly ain't doing that.
It's as simple as that,
because this was happening last season.
You know what I'd love to see? Saka bombing down, and then he gets to the player, then he brings out a pass. I'm like, bro, they told me I could run.
And the worst thing about it is, I just think the ref, that letter will probably
made the ref
even worse now.
Yeah. And the thing is with Saka, he's such a good boy. I don't even think he wants preferential treatment. I just think he just wants fairness. If I'm getting ref, he's just sliced me in half. That's a yellow card. It's not fun. I don't want preference. I'm just saying, if it happened to who's your Garnacho, and he's Rashford, and they're getting cut in half. It's a yellow card. Give the yellow.
I don't disagree with what you're saying.
Mine isn't just.
I just don't think the letter's a good look. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not, and I don't think Saka.
Yeah, but how them say this are open, but people can reach out to him.
By all means. But you writing that letter, it's ridiculous. But I say, especially when you go by stats and realize he's not the most fouled in the league.
He's one of the face of the league.
So
it happens in basketball. You can't foul LeBron James. He's the face of the league, fam. You can't foul LeBron James, bro.
Yeah, no. So and as I said, now defenders are going to look at that and they're thinking, okay, you think
you don't like it,
you don't like it.
Just give mine. Just give the yellow.
They wrote a letter. Don't worry, this time around, all of them will go and beg because we're going to do more. Because I think that's all. Like all you've done now is made him a target. Yeah. That's all you've done now.
Turns.
Yeah, everyone's going to take in turns. You take the first one. Because
I hope what I'm assuming this is what Arsenal would have done, because it's anyone who'd done this in line of business. They would have sent evidence with the letter. So they would have had enough still images and clips to send over. Yeah, the stats as well, plus the images to show. Listen, look, they would have said, look at all these challenges that we've seen. None of them was given a yellow. And all we're saying is, if he's getting chopped in half, give the yellow. That's it. And if it's a second yellow, then give the red. Don't allow players like James Milner and other players who cut him in half 2-3 times before you give the yellow. That's it. That's what I care about.
It's just yellow. We have to I just think it makes him a target now. Players are now going to look at him thinking, oh, cool. Because I said, look, it's testament to how good he is. Players are not just going to walk you. And what he has to do as a player, I think we spoke about this with Salah, and a lot of those players have to end up adjusting the game. The only person that I think that you mentioned that doesn't really adjust his game much was Hazard. He just loves to play like that. He loves to take on players. If you look at the Ronaldos, the Salahs, they were ball heavy before. But because they know that we're going to get chopped, they adjusted the game. They pop up at the right
and it shouldn't be like that though, because the game should always be for like players that excite us, entertain us.
But the people are not going to let you run past. So that's just the
reality.
reality.
But then do your job, ref.
Back in the day,
it was worse. Yeah, 100%. I get that.
Now we're moaning about softer football.
It's not back in the day no more. It's
no. And then what's sometimes we're talking about red and yellow cards being different for any single thing. It's just like, bro, the game is as soft as it is. What now? You're just basically saying, okay, don't touch me. Let me just walk past.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
that's what you're saying, but that's pretty much that's what the letter is saying. Don't touch him. Let him run past, because the game is as soft as it is. You're getting red cards, yellow cards for
some of the
stuff
decisions we
now.
see are crazy. For you not to see someone chopping someone in half and be like, just get up.
But it's not. I don't. Like,
Or
he
a
gets
talking
fouled. Don't get me wrong. He gets fouled. I don't
to.
think he's getting chopped like almost every single game. He does get fouled, of course.
The niggles, the kicks,
Yeah, they're gonna be the niggles. Like everyone's gonna take that yellow. Okay, cool. You're gonna run. If I let you go, you're through on goal. I'm gonna take the yellow for my team.
And of course they're gonna do that if they did allow you to go through.
Yeah,
I get that. And mine is not the players, because the players are gonna do that. Mine's just apply the letter of the law, ref. Yeah. Simple as.
Cool. Look, we'll see what happens anyway. Whether much has changed, and we'll see whether.
We'll see.
As long as
I want him at the top of that list by the end of the season. Then.
We'll see if much has changed.
Jordan Ayew, you know.
I think that's all on Arsenal, right? We covered Arsenal already.
Jordan Ayew.
All right, cool.
And Timber's back in training. That was good to see.
I actually saw him on training. So,
that was good.
It probably will be back this season.
Not with the first team, but he's training.
I saw it. Yeah.
So hopefully by the time Champions League comes on.
What I saw on YouTube was doing intense running. So you won't. If you're doing that, you'll probably be back this season.
Yeah, but I'm hoping March. So hopefully, if we get through Porto, then quarterfinal Champions League.
He's back.
Hopefully,
Okay, cool.
Hopefully.
All right, let's move on. All right, cool. That's it on Arsenal. Let's just move on to Ade's boys. There's a few.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe.
Obviously, we touched on him in a
my
second
guy.
as well. We only really had. I think we had obviously the Wigan game and Spurs game.
Oh, that Spurs game was sweet.
That's a while ago now. What? It was a good game though. The first half was good, but it dominated us in the second half.
Second half was sweet for me.
Yeah, dominated us. What was your thoughts on it, Ade?
To be honest, before the game happened.
What, the Spurs game or Wigan game?
So Spurs. No, don't talk about Wigan. Yeah.
But you're through to the next one. You're playing Newport, right?
Yeah.
And then you're away to Newport.
We're away.
Yeah. Good.
So before the Spurs game, I was just hoping for points in it. Ultimately, you know me, I'm realistic. I'm not like, what is this? Who's the better team? Regardless of whether you're home or away.
Yeah, they're the better team right now.
Spurs is the better team.
Yeah.
And so,
but with the team that they put out, or you're just saying in general? Because the team they put out was okay.
And even you can have a worse team but play better football, which makes you the better team.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So ultimately, I didn't have a view that we were gonna lose. We might have won, but it would have just been like fine lines on the day. But obviously, when the game happened, it just showed levels.
Yeah,
it showed levels, especially because of the personnel that they had available. Obviously, we still created chances. We even thank God we created chances.
Yeah.
And we scored 2 good finishes. But ultimately, it shows where we have not gone. I think that's
a good point.
That's
where we have not gone. Yeah.
To view it. Because you've got Ten Hag that's complaining all the time, X, Y, Z. And then we look at Spurs. The amount of abuse Spurs got from how they get generally. Before Ange came, everyone was convinced they were shit.
Spursy.
Like everything, right? There's nothing good you could have said about Spurs.
And they hate their owners. They hate their owners. Yeah.
Only Son and Kane. Those were the
only ones that
people looked at. You need to understand that Kane left.
Yeah.
Ange came to a team that people were disrespecting. And he's not come and said, I need X, Y, Z. He's not being a drama queen like Conte.
Yeah, he's got on with the job.
He's just got on with the job. Yeah. He's like, this is what I have. I'm going to do that. And within a few games, we could see Ange Ball. We call it Ange Ball because it is something.
Yeah.
Right? There was something
And it's
that
different.
we could name.
I like it. It's different.
We could name the way he was playing after something. Ten Hag's been there for like 10 years now.
It's called Ollie 2.0 ball.
What, bruv?
It's called Ollie 2.0.
We literally can't name or say what he's trying to do.
It's Ollie 2.0.
It just highlights it. And the gulf between the teams and the football we're playing, it's not nice to see. It's not nice to see. I thank God because we left with a point, and I'm grateful for that. I don't think they created as many chances as they should have with the football that they played.
That's what I was going to say. Although they dominated the second half, they didn't work the keeper.
They didn't work the keeper like that, to be honest. But even just controlling the game is a big plus. Because we were at home. They came to visit us.
They had Skip
and they
and
had our
Højbjerg.
TV. They took our controlling from us. I can't come to my house. I take my remote control. You telling me what to watch. So and look at the players that they used to do that to us. So obviously it just highlights where we are. It was an entertaining game.
Good game. Good game. I enjoyed it. Good game.
Finishes, fucking fantastic. Højlund's finish. I'm like, bloody hell. But
even though Rashford ran into him. Rashford didn't know what he was doing, bro. He's just running.
But that's ultimately what we do. But yeah, it's been a while since we played the game. I don't know when we see the team next what direction they would have moved in. But I
think did he give them time off, which is because you guys didn't get time off. You just flew everyone to
to Dubai.
And then you just allowed like their families and that to come with them.
Straight to Dubai.
Like, why are you rewarding
We
them?
got work to do, bro. We trying to win the league, fam.
Like, I don't understand. Why is it rewarding them? Why is it giving them time off?
He's a manager on the brink. He's trying to do different things, isn't it? So he might think, okay, let me give them day off. They might respond to that. He's trying, isn't he? He's trying everything, isn't it?
He's basically like me in Football Manager. Why am I saying this shit?
Yeah, you just try
do
everything. Yeah. All right, cool. You guys got the day off tomorrow. They might respond back to that.
You need to remember when you guys asked me about when do I think is like the peak point for him, and I did say it's when INEOS come in. So this is his interview. So if he can't fix something soon,
whether he fixes it or not, he has to be out the door in summer.
But that's the thing. If he can switch it up and finish top
four,
maybe they're not going to sack him.
No, but I'm saying no. But that top four can't be just results based.
Like last season.
Yeah. We need to see something, a template or something. Yeah. He can't keep the job off because you came top four because you scraped a couple 2-1s here. And the style of play is still
that's what
no. Yeah. He can't.
Because that's the reason why he's still here now.
Yeah.
Right? He was third. He got the Carling Cup, so he believed he should have stayed.
We'll talk about INEOS in a bit because I think what they do with him will almost set like the president what they're looking
100%.
for. Yeah. So
100%.
And as I said, I think we spoke about this a few weeks ago. There's no pressure on them sacking him. There will be no backlash because he's not their manager.
Yeah, he's not their manager.
He's not their manager, so they can do absolutely anything they want right now because they
just get some fans that don't want him. They don't want United to turn into that club that continuously stack managers.
Yeah,
but if it's not working, it's not working.
It's not working. It's not working. But the way they're gonna see it is, and I think I was talking to a friend today, and he brought a good point where the Glazers have been with United since 2005. I'm guessing. There were like obviously noise around the fact that we was in debt around that time, but it was not this big. A lot of people ain't talking about it because David Gill and Alex Ferguson was running the club, and I think it was a perfect match for the Glazers at the time because around that time they don't want anything to do with the football. You do what you want, whatever you feels right with the team, you make it work, and the club was in perfect hands then because you had David Gill and you had United. There was no issue. We won the Champions League, we won the 4 or 5 leagues, FA Cup, whatever it is, we won it all then. What they probably didn't expect, what they didn't plan for was when Fergie's leaving. And not only Fergie, David Gill as well. And now they're thinking, oh shit, we now got to make decisions. Who do we get next? They're now getting advice from all different sort of places.
They just put bad people in positions.
Right? Because if you put me in a sport that I don't understand, I'll just go off who someone's telling me. I don't understand myself.
Yeah. So I think what they've now done is, okay, cool. You now take that responsibility because we never really wanted this responsibility in the first
and we clearly haven't got it right.
We clearly haven't got it right. So, okay. Now, and also what it does is the finger is not pointing at us anymore. The finger, obviously, ultimately, they still want us to go. But if anything goes wrong, they know that we have no say about this because they've made it clear. INEOS has got control of footballing matters.
operations. Yeah.
So fingers will be pointing at INEOS. So now
yeah.
they need to, whatever they've got to do, whatever their plan is. Only got like obviously they've made the first few moves. We got the CEO already yesterday.
I think that shows because INEOS, they don't have an amazing track record, right? Historically with football and just generally sports. So I think they've looked at this and said, we can't fuck up. So we're going for the highest of the highest. And that's why they've gone for Omar as CEO.
Yeah.
They've probably pulled out all the stops.
100%.
You get me? But they know they can't mess up. They know.
100%. Yeah. But that's the standard now, though.
Yeah.
The people they get in, your biggest problem is you have to get, and Gary's always spoke about this, Gary Neville's always about having football people making footballing decisions. Hence why you need a technical director, sporting director, and all them type of things. So that needs to get made right.
That first appointment?
Yeah. Getting the right football people in will help naturally anyway. You get more football minds in together. They start thinking along the same lines. The recruitment will get better, you hope. And then naturally that will translate onto the pitch, will get better and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and I think everyone in the club just needs to be on their toes. Someone needs to be in control, letting everyone know, okay, you're not safe. You're not going to get a new contract because you scored 2 goals for me. Or you're like, they need to be ruthless. Like, throughout the decision making, and it's got to be done. So it's not going to be anything that will be done overnight. But
it's a journey.
It's a journey. So
all this crying, people are going to cry after every game because people's moods change every 45 minutes.
Bro,
the rally is it's a journey.
It's a journey. So
and they got a massive decision to make with Ten Hag, because if you guys finish 6th, 7th, 8th, wherever you finish, then like Tom said, if they keep him, that doesn't send a good message. And if they get rid of him and they make the wrong appointment, then that also shows that they're no different to the brothers that were there before.
So I do think they're going to.
Do you know what I'm saying? That they made a bad decision with a manager. So they almost, like you said, they have to get it right.
So the situation, obviously, because I said this is going to be the key mark, I don't think it's the key mark in that they'll sack him tomorrow. They might just decide you're gone. See out the season.
Yeah, no, 100%.
We've decided you're gone.
But I think that has to happen, though. I think that has to happen. I think that has to happen.
Bro, I don't know what we do.
I think that has to happen.
So I think it's a matter of time, but it allows them to buy their time over the course of the rest of the season.
Because I hope those people, like, I would like to think if I came into football, let's say Tom owned a football club and you owned a football club, and I now bought Man United, I want to see, okay, what does Tom do at his football club? Who does he hire? Blah, blah, blah. Why is he here? Why is Brighton doing that? Why is De Zerbi doing that? Okay, cool. Then we look at, why do Tottenham do this? The Tottenham fans don't like Daniel Levy. So why did they now done a 360? Oh, it's because of the manager they bought. And what's the manager done? Oh, how they play football. So now when I come to my people, then I'm gonna have a conversation as to this is what we need to do. So the man that's in there now, he's shit. He gotta go because Brighton got De Zerbi and they're moving mad. Villa have Unai Emery and they're moving mad. Tottenham have Ange that was at Celtic and they're moving mad. And I was at the stadium sitting there to Fergie watching players off the park in the second half and whatnot with Skip and Højbjerg in there, and Bentancur hasn't kicked the ball hardly this season. And then they went Brennan Johnson and Timo Werner, who just jumped off a plane, and Richarlison through the middle. And I was like, yeah, I like what I saw there. So the guy now, has to go, and whoever they bring in is probably that will be the most important decision that they make, and that would either make or break their tenure at Man United. Because I'm 100% convinced he wants to own more stake in Man United. 25% is not what he wants. He wants more, but he has to start off well. In order for him to get that.
The first right step. I think they've made the first right step. So it's just how because obviously we've gone to see. We know they've got a blueprint and
100%.
You go and pick him. Hopefully it'll flow down from there. So it might take a while, but hopefully it moves in the right direction.
Cool. Yeah, and I think you just based on what you're saying, Ham, I think he wants to own
100%
owns the club. He knows that he gets this right when the Glazers are ready to sell. The fans will be more than happy.
On side,
will be on his side. For it to go to him, because initially, obviously, everyone wanted it to go to the Qatars, but you come and makes a significant change. Of course, like the fans will be more than happy. And from what we know, you're also a fan of the club anyway. Although you didn't want to buy Chelsea, but but business is business at the end of the day, innit? So, but let's wait and see, man.
And I don't want last point I want to make on this is I don't want him to come in and think the Football United play has to look like how, let's say, we play, or Man City, or Tottenham, because Liverpool don't play like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So what they need to identify at Man United from the youth all the way up is a style of play. So if it is transitional, then make sure that transitional looks like that. Wherever we go, whether we play Bournemouth away or Liverpool at home, it doesn't change. Our style doesn't change. Because if you watch us, we won't change Arteta's not going to change how we play, whether we go away to Anfield or at home to Palace. So United might not be a possession-based footballing side, but what they do is mad.
And
They've mastered it.
I'm not sure. Paul Barber, what's his name? Paul Barber, Brighton's
Okay.
is it CEO, sporting director, I think it is.
Okay, yeah.
He was on TalkSport. It was actually a great insight. Great insight was on TalkSport's. Is it that Drive Me Home, that 4 p.m.
Okay,
and one of the questions I asked him is, so when you are looking for a manager, what do you already have a plan on how you want to play, and how you want to play, and then and you just base your manager based on that, or do you tend to alter that based on what the manager
lean towards the manager?
Towards the manager, and I think the answer is that we both just have to align with our thinking,
100%.
and so what they need to decide with the CEO now and anyone else to bring on board before the new manager. We're saying the new manager, bro.
There's gonna be a new manager, bro. He's not staying, bro.
We need to decide. You said what we want to do across from the youth players, academy, all the way to the top. And we don't sway away from that.
Nah.
And it's got to be a product that's gonna be great for the fans. It's got to be attractive. However way you want to play, it's got to be. Of course, it should be.
And they're forward thinking, because I've heard the same guy say we've already done succession planning if De Zerbi leaves.
That's
what
he was talking about.
They always do that.
And he said that. He said what we don't want is to get caught off guard, because we're bringing in this managers and knowing that they're gonna do well. And they did that for Graham Potter, and they said that with Chris Hughton. They was so appreciative of Chris Hughton, but they knew that they needed to take a different direction. They knew that already. They knew that.
Because we were angry.
We were angry. But it was all a plan that they've had already.
It makes sense.
This plans were in place. So I think
sense.
They're very look, they go into detail a lot, and they have a plan in place, and they're just hoping that it continues.
Your CEO, technical director, manager, they have to be lock and step. It's no secret as to why we do well, Edu and Arteta, they probably see football the same. The football conversation they have is not too dissimilar. Tixi Berkenstein, or however you say his name, and Pep know each other from Barcelona. They probably think football the same. They see it the same. So when I go to Ade and say, I need this type of player, bam, 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 Ade's probably thinking, we do. I see that as well. We need this type of players. Ade's not going to convince me to say, no, go buy the 6'7" forward. And I'm saying, I need a 5'9" diminutive player that can manipulate the ball. We're locking step. So when I go to him, he's just like, I believe in your project and I believe in you, and let's go forward.
For example, is that don't come to me and say you want Frankie De Jong, and because we can't get Frankie, we're now going to get Cambiasso.
Oh, Casemiro,
sorry.
Imagine if you got Cambiasso there. Imagine if you got Cambiasso.
Right, trouble.
We're not going to get Casemiro, because those two don't align.
They're not the same.
So you're straight away. I know you don't know what you're doing.
And even if they don't fully align, obviously you want them to align, but even if they don't fully align, we all see football similar. But we might be having discussions, and you say something, I'm like, oh shit. Actually, I haven't from that angle. But to be able to have those discussions, it's necessary.
100%. 100%.
It's important anyway. We'll have to wait and see. It's I hate to say it, but it also gave me hope. I'm just me being honest.
That kills you, bro.
I have zero hope.
But it's the hope. It's the hope that kills you. But I'm not gonna lie.
You're a football fan. You have to hope.
Yeah, it's a football fan, because every time I think, look, not hope in the sense of this season, whatever.
Just in general though.
Hope for the future.
Yeah.
It's just when I watch the game now, I just laugh. That's what I do now. I'm dead serious. I laugh. I don't get angry. It's way beyond that.
That's emotionless.
No emotion.
I'm a man on a journey with no destination. I'm just walking.
You know when you're going on a walk.
Where's
this guy going?
I actually don't know where I'm going, but I'm just
walking.
Yeah.
I just need fresh air. I just need.
That's what United need.
I've been through too much, so.
So we just have to wait and see anyway. But I can't lie, I'll be honest, it does give me some sense of hope, especially with the City CEO. Let's just wait and see. It's a massive step in it. As I said, the next one will be we'll get sporting director. Is it? Do we have a
get all the people
below him, and then will be the manager. So then we'll see how that works.
I hope it fails anyway, bro. Miserably. I'm hoping it fails miserably.
I think you wanted to touch on Rashford about his celebration. What do you want to say about his celebration?
Yeah, no, I didn't get it. I didn't get the whole. Who was he? Was he saying that the noise people talk too much or something? Rash, I love you. I'm fanboy. I'm fanboy here, yeah. You're not playing well, my guy. You're playing really, really bad. I know Man United, in my opinion, are not a good team. But do your job. Like, you see when the ball comes to you and you got your fullback, beat him, take a shot, and make the right decision. If you've got a pass, and in my eyes, he's not even making the right decisions this season. So I didn't get why his celebration was.
Do we know what it was in relation to?
No, but I'm speculating. No, I'm speculating. I'm speculating. But I think he's just saying, I've heard the noise. You lot talk too much. You know what I'm saying? You talk too much. But we're only talking because you're not doing well. Because when you was ripping up last season, we were talking just as much. You're not ripping up now, so we're keeping the same energy.
Yeah. If I was to speculate too, I'll think exactly.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that it might. Well, the speculation as well that it had to do with Jaden. So obviously, when Jaden went, he commented.
He commented publicly. Yeah.
So apparently, there was backlash on that. Okay. So, but I don't.
Either way, saying people talk
everything,
too much.
Yeah.
Right, cool. All right, look. The segue, because that's who I was going to bring up next.
Hey.
Jaden is obviously now gone. He's on loan to Dortmund.
Yeah.
He's back to where he was previously. What are your thoughts on the whole deal? And what's your thoughts on the deal? And what do you think he's now going to do when him being back at Dortmund?
What do I think he's going to do?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the deal?
What's your thoughts on it?
It's hard because I don't like to speculate, because there are times where people drop off and we just say, oh, no, they're just going to go somewhere else and be back. It don't happen a lot of times.
Yeah.
That's the
to go and reignite your career.
It's gone. Like, there's so many footballers that they've started off well, something happens, and then we just never see them again. We don't talk about it much, but we just never see them again. I am hoping, and it depends on your personality, right? If you're a strong person, if this thing has hit you and you've got that desire for football, you can bring it back. But if your desire for football, to put in the work and to get back to where you were, isn't there, you might never be back. Just realistically. But I am hoping he goes there, he enjoys his time. He learns of the people ahead of him, innit? Just to get that sense of, like, this is our one chance. And if you want to be a world beater, you need to put in the work. You need to put in like the dedication and all that. And obviously, by the time he gets back, Ten Hag is gone, and we can
new manager,
and we can make use of him. But I think right now it's down to him. I think it's down to him, because only him. You're away from United. You're away from like whatever poison you have with Ten Hag. This is your time to show us what you can do. But I can't definitely say you're going to be great, because I've seen it too many times.
What I was going to ask, I think for him and for like a lot of people, what they're waiting for is for him to obviously go to Dortmund, which is great, like, and then do well, score the goals, and say, okay, cool. I know that the situation is not just his fault. It's the manager. It's a whole club. The manager is. You could pass blame everywhere in that situation. What? For me personally, I look at it and think, okay, you go and do well in Dortmund, which you can. You've proven to us you can do well. But does that prove anything to me? Because look, Dortmund, as great as Dortmund are, Dortmund is not as big as Man United, and United to Dortmund, that's a different level. Yeah. So it's like, unless you leave United, if you do what Dortmund, you leave United and you go back to United, and we sell it. Unless we sell you to like another top teams in the Premier League, Real Madrid or whatever abroad. Dortmund is going back to Dortmund is not a flex.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not.
Is to know that he still knows how to play football. That's just the reality for me. Because as I said, some kids drop off after that. Like, you might say, oh, Dortmund, he goes to Dortmund and he's gonna be great again. Some people are just not. So I just need to still know that you've got football in you.
Of course he does.
No, but that you're actually interested, because football's ability, but you also need to have the heart for it.
Mentality is the biggest thing.
If you're not on it anymore, you'll disappear. So I need to know that Steven's still there before we now say Ten Hag was affecting you or anything else.
Because look, I just said, hopefully for him, for his sake, and I'm totally with you. I really hope he still has the desire and the heart to obviously. Because ability, I don't think anyone could question Jaden's ability. No one's here to question Jaden's ability. We know that you got in abundance.
Pull my muscle.
We know you've got that. So we just hoping that you can go back and find your confidence back, and then come back. Maybe if not United, but what I'm saying personally for me, if you go to Dortmund and do that, and then you come back to United and say I want to leave, and you don't go to anything that same level or above, it's not a flex for me.
No,
It's
no,
not.
no.
It doesn't mean. It shows to me that okay, you're just
You're mid-level.
You're mid-level. You're not
mid-level.
above.
You're a United player.
See what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's no flex to me because when you go to United, there's a level of expectation. It's not the same expectation as Dortmund. Do you know what I mean? You getting assists at Dortmund is not the same assist same numbers
100%.
as United. You getting goals at Dortmund is not the same. It's not the same as City. It's not the same as Real Madrid. Jude has been able to do that. He's gone above. Like I'm saying, if Jude went to Thingy and then had to come back, it's not a flex.
Yeah, Jude, Haaland.
It's not-
Who else?
Yeah.
Who else is left there and done? Hakimi's left
Hakeem,
there and done
see what I'm
well.
saying? Everyone's gone on to do well for themselves. You're not the only one that's left.
Yeah,
there.
Gundogan,
Fair
yeah,
enough. Like
Lewandowski.
it's not all you. Do you know what I mean? And this I say, it's not to pass blame on you. It's not all you.
Yeah.
We know that. Look, the manager hasn't been great, and the way we're playing probably doesn't suit you. And he didn't buy you, unfortunately. But
And
there's
even when he joined it, like that air infection he had, all
yeah,
of that,
all
it
there's been
wasn't
a
ideal.
yeah, it's not ideal. You went away for like half a year. A lot
Yeah.
has gone on. Do you know what I mean? So it's not all you. It's not the manager. Some is you. Whatever it is, we know that. But don't go. For me, I'm for fans' sake. What I don't want to hear, I'm tired of fans, innit? Don't go and score 5, 10 goals, 15 goals, and bro, it's
as soon
not.
as he gave the
That don't
assist,
impress me, bro.
Yeah.
People were screaming.
And that's just me. Like, that's me
First
personally.
he kicked the ball. Yeah.
People were screaming assist. Okay.
He squared it for Marco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, like for everyone else, you might think different, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
I think I see it
And,
a bit
like,
different.
Yeah, you might see it different, and I take nothing away from that. But that don't impress me, bro. Like, cause not many has left United.
Yeah.
Whatever issue that we've gone through, everyone that we say that United's made them a bad player, blah blah. I can't think of one of them that's left United off post Fergie that you're thinking, he's gonna done well for himself. We haven't seen, as you said, we haven't seen or heard them from a game. If anything, they're just playing same level or even worse. I haven't heard of any of them. So if you want to go and do that, it's got to be higher, because I know what you're doing now. You don't impress me. You've done this. You've been there for 2-3 years. All your other mates have graduated, and it's true though. I've gone on and done better. And as I said, it's not your all you, because
definitely
you
not.
went into a rot. You went into a club that. Sorry, you went into a club that it's just in the mud. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put all that blame on
And it
him.
was that air infection. As soon as he joined the club, he had an air infection, which he couldn't train. Then they bought Ronaldo. After that throws everything. Yeah, there was just so much straight away. So we understand. So we're not just trying to knock him straight away. But yeah.
But you're not that Ham. Let's get your thoughts. What your thoughts?
I was super happy for him that he got the move, because he had to. Obviously, we all knew. I mean, we were talking about this a couple months ago, innit, that he's got to go. He got to go in January, innit? And I thought Dortmund was the perfect move for him. It's more sideways or backwards, however you want to look at the move. It's just a good move for him, innit? It's a good move for him. It's a good move for Dortmund. It's a good move for United as well, because obviously he gets his, you're not paying all these wages and whatnot. And I think for him, it's just the Bundesliga is good, but I think the performances he puts in the Champions League is what's going to put him in the shop window for other clubs to look at him. So that's why I say I see it differently, because I think if he does well in the Bundesliga, okay, cool, we've seen it before, boom, 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 and whatnot. Even the Champions League, we've seen it before. But I'm just saying now, like Ade said, at age 23, can you still produce on the big stage? Because to most United fans, and most fans, not even United fans, just in general, you haven't done so for 2 to 3 years, innit? But there's been a lot of extenuating circumstances, innit? So for me, if he performs well, does well, then it's a kudos to him, and it's an indictment to the current manager at Ten Hag anyway, because naturally it'll be like, why couldn't you get that out of him? And in Sancho's defense, we're all saying here, well, I think we're all saying, Ten Hag's going to go at the end of the season anyway. So he ain't the right manager anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so Sancho could come back to United and he's now won the battle or the war, because Ten Hag ain't there no more. He's done well for 6 months. He's put himself in a shop window. So now other teams might bid for him, or he's done so well that the new manager who comes into United says, he has to play. He has to. He's one of our pieces for next season. So I think for Sancho, he can make it a win-win for him. And like I said, for me, I'll just be more interested in what he does in the Champions League games. And just as a aside, Sanch, there's always space at Arsenal, okay? Because I'm going to take him 7 days out of 7, bruv. I'll take him 7 days out of 7, bro.
For that right-hand side.
Bro, Sancho can't play for me, bro.
By all means, if it can be a win-win for both the club and him, because as I said, if he goes and do one in the Champions League, we will get some value off him. We won't lose as much at the moment. Only God knows what you get.
Yeah, because if I'm bidding for Sancho, I'm not bidding for nothing more than 30 million for him. I'm not bidding. Yeah, I'm not bidding for nothing more than 30.
A lot.
Yeah, and if he does one in the Champions League, I'll add 10 on it and say, okay, I'll give you 9. Because how much are you buying him for?
70.
Yeah. So he's definitely half of that. Half of
Yeah.
that.
Let's get the money and go buy some.
Yeah.
Belgium.
So now we just gotta wait. Like, hopefully he does well. Come back, and either because look, even if the new manager comes in, it's not guaranteed the new manager will want him. Because obviously we're all speculating. We don't really know what he's done, like what the situation is. Then the new manager might think, no, you're a bad egg. I don't want you.
Even if you have the ability.
So we don't know what the situation is.
And for Sanch, he might not want to stay at United.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many factors.
Yeah, he might not want to stay.
He might think this place is just bad vibe for me. I don't need this.
Manchester in general.
So it's just not me. So
I'm saying, come to London. Hey, listen, Tottenham's not that. Our stadium's not that far from Kennington.
Go to Tottenham.
No. I'm saying our stadium. It's not that far from Kennington, bruv.
It's far.
Be on the ends in like half an hour, bro.
Nah. For a South boy, North London is far.
It's not far, bruv. It's not far. 45 minutes. Be on the ends, bro.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's just go through like. Is there anything else in United before?
No.
Unless you want to talk about negative stuff, we ain't got nothing.
No, I don't think there's anything.
When I look at the table, I'm thinking, United can finish 10th. That's when I look at the table. I always look at the table. I think United can finish as low as 10th this season, Because West Ham can finish above you.
Yeah,
right.
Everyone can finish
Newcastle
above us.
and Chelsea.
Everyone
The
can.
only teams that can't finish above
Anything
us
Wolves down.
is Luton.
No, it's Wolves down. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Wolves down.
And Crystal
Wolves down can't finish above you. But those teams I mentioned can finish
Right.
above you. No, Wolves won't. I mean, okay, won't. Not saying can't.
Okay.
Won't. Wolves are not going to finish above you. Palace 8.
All right, let's just move on to the next.
But you can finish 10th though. You can definitely finish 10th. It's possible.
All right, cool. Let's move on to our tournament.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know where we're from.
Ade's from Equatorial Guinea.
Yo, our boy is back, or baby. You see the goal he scored?
Hey, bruv.
Bro, Cape Verde.
Where did he get that shot from?
Bro.
And first
took
off,
My guy, bruv.
it was just moving.
Brother, my man's shooting from like 50 yards, bro.
All right, cool. Look, we move on to the AFCON and it's back. I'll be honest with you, I've actually enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I think there's more goals than normally. It's like normally 1-0. There's a lot more goals.
Yeah, 2-2, 3-2.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Some of the there's still like quality is still poor at times, but there's more goals anyway. So you expect that anyway.
Before the games, you just finished 1-0, 0-0.
Yeah, because it used to be cagey.
Yeah,
it's not like that no
It's
more.
not a thing.
Yeah.
But now, yeah.
It's been good.
Everyone wants to play that type of football though. Expansive, free flowing, get your fullbacks high, get your midfielders in the box, and that's why it's leading to so many goals.
What are you guys' thoughts on it so far? That's what I was gonna ask. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. I'm watching a lot of the highlights. I'm only watching painfully watching Nigeria games. But as the highlights and whatnot, some of the games I am catching, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, bro. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I was just happy that because I think 2 weeks before, no broadcaster had picked it up in the UK. No broadcaster picked up the thing until Sky and then BBC. Yeah. So I'm just happy that it's still not getting the attention that I want it to get.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But but I'm enjoying it though. I'm enjoying it.
Lots of surprises as well. Like lots of surprises. It's keeping it interesting.
Yeah. And I'm talent hunting as well. So I'm there. I'm reporting back to Arteta. If I spot, I ain't spotting no one that can play for us yet though. But if I do, I'll report back.
Cool. Did you see Lookman's initiation?
Yeah, I saw it.
I've
got on my mind. Yeah,
that was quite funny.
That was good. Who do you think is gonna win it though?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Me and Ade was having this conversation. I think the best balanced team is Senegal, right?
Yeah.
But I just feel like
They won it last time, innit?
Yeah, I just feel one of the North African countries.
Okay. Well, Morocco.
They'll always
Algeria.
they'll come back
Egypt.
Yeah, they'll miss out on it.
Egypt ain't doing nothing.
They'll miss out on it every 2 to 3
But they
years
always come back and win it.
and claim one. Do you get what I mean? So, and I feel like
Because Algeria won it before, innit?
Yeah, Algeria won it for, and I feel like this might be the year. But if you ask me, I'll just say Senegal. I think Senegal should win it.
I think Senegal can go back to back.
I think they can go back to back. I think they're the best team,
Yeah.
best balanced team in the tournament. But when you do go to the knockout stages, especially like the North African teams, what they know how to do is grind out results.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they're like, all they're gonna do is score one goal and just sit back. And that's how we're talking about Egypt. That's how Egypt got to the final last night. Egypt didn't play well.
That's why Senegal had to win that tournament, bro. Because Egypt didn't deserve to win it.
They didn't deserve to win it. And that's what those North African teams can do.
And now no King Salah. They're saying they had to send Salah back, bro.
No, is it sent back?
Yeah, they sent him back to Liverpool. But then Liverpool Klopp did not gracefully, because he has to.
Said if he's fit.
If he's fit, they'll send him back.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Cool.
then, but you know, Liverpool said, don't touch him. Send him back to us. We look after him. All you have to do is send him to the airport. We will pick him up. Don't touch him. I don't want to see no medical doctor, no magic spars, no injection. Don't touch him. Send him back how he is. When we're working with him, when we think he's fit, we'll send him. And also, when we send him to you, we're going to send him with our own guy. So nobody should be giving him any pre-match anything.
Yeah, because I was talking about that with my friend Tokes.
What?
And I was saying Liverpool will say they should send him back, and they'll probably send him. Then Liverpool might send him back if he's fit enough.
Yeah.
If they're still in the tournament, and he said, "No, Liverpool will probably send their own doctor there." So I'm surprised they've already sent him.
No, they send him back. Yeah, they send him back.
Okay, cool. In terms of like just players in the tournament, Osimhen. I was talking to Ade about Osimhen today, and a lot of people are surprised at the chances that he's missing. And this is just shows.
Ain't nothing to be surprised about.
And this is just shows football fans are fickle. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times they'll see the Napoli result, they'll see 3-1, Osimhen score 1 or 2.
Yeah.
They're
not watching the game.
They're not watching the game.
Yeah.
And now they're watching him. I think we talked about this on a podcast. The reason why we wouldn't want him for our team because of the chances he missed. And also, we talked about this quite a few times.
Not for me.
And especially not for the amount they're sending him for.
Yeah,
like,
not for me.
If you're going to give it to us for 30 million, then cool.
But not for the amount that you're sending him for. What are your thoughts? Like the chances that he's missing, because that's normal. Like I've seen him miss that so many times.
Yeah, I ain't shocked. That's why Karius Taylor don't pass on the ball like that sometimes.
Yeah,
but I think that's why Karius Taylor dribbles like 4 men, looks at him and go, "Nah, I'm shooting, bro."
No,
He's the king of Napoli. I'm not gonna take away from him. He's done great for himself. His career, where he's coming from, where he's come from to where he is. He's Nigeria's number 9, which is no easy feat because Nigeria always produce strikers. Yeah. But yes, he has to do better. I mean, he should easily have 3-4 goals in this tournament already, easily.
Strikers at AFCON.
Yeah, he should
easily be on 3-4 goals.
Yeah, you can't knock him because, as I said, he's a great player. And I was saying that it's like for a defender, it must be a defender's nightmare.
Yeah.
Because
he's gonna work you.
Even your midfielders, like
he gonna work.
All you got to do is just put the ball into space, just put it in and around him, and then you know that he's gonna work you non-stop.
Yeah, he's a striker that makes a bad ball look good. So he's a midfielder's dream
as well.
It doesn't say he's constantly on the
he's a
move.
midfielder's dream.
Yeah, like he's quick, strong, it's got everything. Really and truly, I think what he lacks is just doesn't finish.
We as Nigeria,
Nunes.
As Nigeria, we go as far as Osimhen takes us. So if he's clinical and finishes his dinner, then we could go as far as the final and almost win the tournament because we will obviously we'll create a bit. But I'm saying, because of his price tag and who he is, we shouldn't have to create that much for him to put it. So we will create enough for him to score, basically. Yeah. And I think he will be the difference between, because our midfield ain't great.
Yeah, not great.
The back line.
I think the back line did look better when it went 5 at the back.
Yeah, that's the formation.
That's what they should do.
Yeah, that's
I'll be honest. I think they should just keep it like that. It was much better because all they were doing, obviously, you got Iwobi and Onyeka in the middle. And it was just pop it into space for the wingers as well. And them guys will do well. And I don't want them to play thingy, though. I don't, that other winger.
Moses Simon.
Yeah, no. I'm not a fan of it.
I don't understand why he's so highly
He was playing the tournament last for Nigeria, you know.
I
think he still plays for Nuts in France, innit?
Yeah, I just wanted them to take him off. Like, when the first game, I was like, please take this guy off. Just take him off. Yeah, so
we got a big game tomorrow, innit?
Yeah, so how we started last game, that's how we should be starting all the games, really and truly.
I mean, not for me, I wouldn't want that, but for Nigeria, start like that. Because to be fair, our fullbacks are forward thinking. Ola and Zaidu. First time I seen Zaidu play, but he looks good.
He's all right.
He looks good.
It's all right. It's all right.
He looks good. He looks capable. But Ola's good though.
I like INEOS. You know what? He keeps surprising me as a player. I'll be honest with you.
Ola's just a good football player.
Yeah, he's a good football player.
Chelsea, you would expect.
Yeah, he keeps surprising me, and I think because he went Italy and he just kept like there's other ways, and he just epitomized like there's other ways to develop as a player. You don't have to always go through the route or let me go for a top club. And then now but he's done well for himself. Torino, throughout was at Fulham and then Fulham.
He had a good loan season at Fulham. He was good. I'm surprised they didn't keep him. Must have been money or something.
He's developed really well. He's definitely going to make a good career of himself. He's like, and because
even if he don't stay at Forest, he'll get.
It's quick and it's even going forward as well. I didn't think it was that good.
But he always wants to go forward. Yeah, he always wants to go forward.
I can't lie to you. He has surprised me a lot.
No, Ola's good. That's why I'm sure when the manager come to him and said you're going to play right wing back today, he just had the biggest smile on his face. Wait, I might have cover. So I can just go. I can just go. I don't have to think. And then Zaidu's got Calvin Bassey to cover him, who's a fucking rock. So he's thinking, I ain't coming back.
Dada.
Do you know what I said? Man said, they are looking at him as Calvin Bassey. Me, I'm seeing rock. He said, someone asked me, when they're running down that wing, why are you looking at your phone? He said, it's Bassey. Oh, I'll pass on. It's Bassey. Every time that ball's on that wing, I go on my phone. I look at my phone.
You know the funny thing is that we laugh. Bassey's actually better when he doesn't have the ball. When you give him the ball.
No, but Bassey, but his left, no, but his left foot is nice. So that's why look at him at Fulham, yeah. Marco Silva always wants him to play out from the back because he actually has it's hard to find a good left-footed centre half.
True, but it depends on where it's because he's erratic as well, though.
Yeah, I think.
Well, you think with defending, defending he's erratic.
There were even times when he had the ball, beginning of the season. So when he first joined them,
but remember he was
3-4 games where he was at fault,
and that was because he was playing on the right hand side of the back four. Yeah, he's a left-sided centre half. He's not one that can do both.
Yeah, fair.
So he has to stay on the left.
He has his capability.
Yeah. Because when they brought him out at left back in the first game, I was like, no. When they made him, he played it for Ajax and that, but now when they made him go left centre half, perfect for him.
Yeah, the only thing, my only worry with him is, I just think it can be erratic in his defending at times, but everything else, he's got the physical attribute.
Yeah.
You're not running past him.
He's got the default of a great, solid rock of a defender.
Yeah.
And he can play the ball, but it's just that African fall asleep. Just thinking of Tupomo. One Shaki.
I've gone on my mind.
Nah, but hopefully we win it though.
Yeah,
man.
nah, bro. I don't think we will, but I would love it.
My mind.
I would love it for us to win. If it's like, I will enjoy it as long as I can. Really, I'll go through the rounds, go each game with them.
I just love because when Nigeria's playing, I just love how the social media is on fire. When Nigeria's playing, social media is on fire.
I've seen Nigerians' comment section is the best thing in the world, but and I just love for the fact that I get to show my boys Nigeria, so it's like me, we're watching the game together. I love I didn't want it to just be only England. So, but to be fair to Adam, is quite good. We've always talked about Nigeria, always talked about watching Nigerian play, and having to see them watch a tournament with him. So if the better they do, the better it is for me. And the experience I have with him watching the game, innit? So
hopefully they go far.
Hopefully they go.
We've already beat the host nation, which is good.
Because he's already got into it knows Osimhen now, and because this is the first time he's probably seen Osimhen play. So he knows Osimhen a lot of the Nigerian players. It will be asking who's that. He knows it will be already some of them, so he knows. So
and if we win it with the players that we didn't take, that's good. Because remember, Boniface didn't go. Indeed, he's not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're still missing top players.
So
bro. You guys are a lot more positive than me. I support United.
So who do you?
I support United. United have beat the emotion that I didn't watch football like this. Right, I remember when Rashford and Højlund scored, you were like this.
I remember. You see our first game. Like when we drew. But Tox was like, United drew. Nigeria drew. Why has God sent me these two teams?
Yeah. But because I was thinking that the other day, I support Arsenal, England, and Nigeria. Fucking heck, bro. All three teams are allergic to winning.
Man, England and Nigeria, bro. I don't know why I put myself through it. But it is what it is, man. You just gotta have to enjoy it. So who do you guys think is gonna win it?
Yeah, I would have said Ivory Coast before we beat them. Just host nation. Host nation. I like Fofana. I like Kessie a lot, innit? And whatnot. So I would have thought they got brains in the middle of the park, so they can make stuff happen. But then after we beat them, I was like, okay, fuck it then. Yeah, Senegal, innit?
So I thought Ivory Coast.
Yeah, because even Sangare is a good player.
Yeah. Like they're middle of the park. I thought this is a more intelligent middle of the park than most countries.
100%.
And they're home, so they should win.
Because most teams got one.
Yeah.
Wait,
they got three.
I was going to ask you, I'm actually disappointed in him, because when he went to Forest, I thought he was going to do much better. Because at PSV, I think this guy was like...
Yeah, mad. But Forest just interchanged their team too much, though, man. They rotate their team too much. They don't have a balanced 11.
Given the benefit of the doubt, anyway, because this is his first season. But I actually expected a lot more from him.
But I've watched him play a couple of games, and he's astute. He can look after himself. Yeah, he can look after himself.
Forest and like...
Because he's better than Yates and Mangala and all them other dead men that play in the middle of the park for Forest.
We'll see how he gets on anyway. Because I actually rated him before going to Forest. I was very quite keen to see him in the Premier League.
Yeah, no, he's a good player though.
So I thought he would stand.
Because we played against him. We played against him in Europe.
No,
he had a good game.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah, good game.
Fofana's been doing well though.
I like Fofana though. We was linked with him like last season, 2 years ago. Yeah.
I like him, but yeah, I think maybe Senegal or Morocco. Ultimately, I think Morocco too have a well-rounded team. So
yeah. If the North African team wins it, then I think it will be Morocco for me. That's what I was telling Nadia. I said I have a feeling it will be a North African team, so I think it will be Morocco.
Nah, man, they can't come and win it in West Africa.
So
the tournament is in Ivory Coast. Has to go to one of us.
If you ask me, then
has to go to one of us. And if it goes to Sadio Mane, then I'll be super happy.
Yeah, cool.
Love him.
All right, cool. That's it on Nation. So we'll see how far everyone else get. And hopefully by the time we...
Oh, yeah, and Ghana. Sorry, I have Ghanaian friends that watch this.
Dude, you know what? I saw a video on Instagram, and someone saying this is how the opposition entice, like, the Ghana team with egg. Like, with boiled egg. Just be carrying egg.
No, because those 2 goals they could see, they were just doing nonsense, bro.
You see that right back?
They were just doing nonsense, bro.
Nah, that right back wasn't a joy.
They were just doing nonsense, bro.
They were doing
But big up Kudus though, baller. I'm just so happy he's doing it again in the tournament.
Goal.
Yeah, baller.
Yeah,
and I'm happy that he's playing for West Ham.
For me, he's got to improve his overall game though, because at the moment he's just scoring goals. So I'll be honest, it's a frustrating player to watch. It's easy for him to, like, now people not going to look at it because he's scoring goals. But when I watch him, when I watch him for West Ham, I think, what the fuck are you doing at times?
Same thing when we see Fernandez and he scored the goal.
Yeah.
They didn't. Nobody looked at the deficiencies.
He scores goals. He's a good finisher. But his overall play, it has to get better, bro. Honestly.
I think it will under David Moyes. But for me, because of the way he plays on the forward line, he provokes situations. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. Like, if he's losing the ball in the middle of the park and we're in the build up, but if he's losing it trying to create stuff and provoke stuff, I'm not too mad. And his finishing is he's good, isn't it?
You can't deny his
he makes up for it for me.
Yeah, 100%.
But I like him, bro. I like him.
Cool. All right, cool. So let's quickly round up the games. Obviously, we spoke about City already. We do think, what was your when KDB was on that bench? What was going through your mind, Ham? And when Pep called him,
I said it already. Like, the league is done, isn't it? He's got the new hair. He came on the pitch and just showed you why I'm the best midfielder to ever play in this league, bro. Right. I know they say Gerrard's goals. Like, I technically ain't nobody can't see me. And the goal was a side foot from 20 yards, by the way. Yeah. Then the ball that he played was not on. You know that, right? Yeah. Fair enough. The run from Oscar Bob was good, but from how deep? It's like a quarterback in NFL, bro.
Because you have to execute it.
Yes, and he hasn't played what? He played in August against Burnley and then came back. So yeah.
Football's easy for him.
Yeah, too easy.
And that's the problem for City. The people that they have, football's just easy.
And you know why you can always? Do you know when you can see something like that? Is like, you know when, like, everyone's playing in the top team and everyone's like levels, yeah.
But you still pick out one person.
That's how I looked at Messi when in Barcelona when he was playing with Neymar and Suarez. Neymar and Suarez are 9.9 out of 10 players. Messi was still head and shoulders above both of them. It's the same as this Man City team has Bernardo Silva in it, my favorite fucking football player in the moment. KDB is much better than him. Phil Foden plays for them. KDB is much better than him.
It's crazy.
Like, nah, levels, bro. Levels.
He's gonna win the title next season.
I'm just waiting for Pep to leave, and then KDB to leave, then Haaland to go to Real Madrid, and they won't win the league.
All right, cool. Look, I'm not going to go through the games because they're a while ago anyways. Brentford, Abantoni came back.
Yeah, super happy for him.
Happy for him?
Yeah, super happy for him. And I hope he goes to the Euros.
Oh, yeah,
I hope he has a good run to go to the Euros, because I'm not taking Ollie Watkins.
And obviously with the West Ham game, we touched on the West Ham game already. It's crazy. If you guys haven't seen it,
it's a pen.
Did you see the
one on Burrow is a pen?
The one he pulled him, bro.
It's a pen. It's a pen. And the thing is, the refs don't give it. How the hell is the video assistant referee was watching it, not giving it?
They've given up with that thing. They've given up.
Come on,
Nobody
man.
cares about
The guy went like this. The ball's coming from me. He went like this.
You know,
to the ground.
It's love. You know, normally they'll do that from like set piece, innit?
Yeah,
It was in play.
Oh, mad. Yeah, I didn't watch it.
No,
he wasn't even looking at the
bro.
He wasn't even looking where the ball's coming from. The guy was
sure?
I'm telling you, Ade, bro. The ball was coming. Bowen, you're Bowen, so you're looking there. I'm the defender. Come down with me, bro. And then they just played on, as if he just get held back.
Yeah, I thought it was mad, but yeah,
but the referee and the VAR and AFCON has been on point. Just want to point that out. It's been on point.
But one thing that pisses me off, but they need to stop fucking bringing up the stretchers, bro.
Hey,
why, bro?
That right there is job creation. This is Africa. Okay, somebody has to do that. Okay,
no.
Somebody has to do that. This is job creation in Africa. What are we talking about?
These are people that earn $2-3
Thank you.
a month.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Let him bring the stretcher out. Even if you hurt your thumb, bring the stretcher out, fam.
Fair enough. All right, cool. I guess the refs in the Premier League are just the worst.
They're the worst, bro. Come on, bro.
They're definitely the worst. All right, cool. Look, we leave the last bit we touch on before. I'll let you touch on this, Ham, because you're better with words than us. I don't want to disrespect Adi. Me, should I say?
No, I don't know English. I'm just here by accident.
I didn't swim here with Francis and Ngannou.
Bro,
they swam here together.
I was meant to land in a French-speaking country.
Him and Francis came together.
I was meant to land in a French-speaking country. I just ended up here.
Big up Francis and Ngannou, bro. Big up Francis and Ngannou.
Cool.
I actually don't. I hope that fight ends a draw. AJ, I love both of them.
AJ,
Like, I've fallen in love with France. No homo. His story has moved me, but yeah, I hope it's a draw.
All right.
Stories don't pay all the bills.
All right, cool. Obviously, there was an incident yesterday with the AC Milan game. The goalkeeper received there was some racist chant from the crowd.
Yeah.
Obviously, they stopped the game for 10 minutes or so, and I can't recall how long it took before they come back. Anyway, what was your thoughts on it?
No, once again, it's 2024, and we're still dealing with this in football, which it's a society. Yes, we know racism is a societal issue, yeah. But in football, there's slogans like "No room for racism" and "Kick racism out of football." But then the repercussions when it happens are just fucking shit. So everyone but there's nothing there to deter these people from them to keep doing it. So my thing is, what I didn't like yesterday, and I thought, obviously, Mike Maignan, obviously what happened to him wasn't nice. But I thought that was also pathetic. The fact that he walked off, that his team walked off with him, yeah? The Udinese players, who have black players in their team, by the way, stayed on the pitch. Then it was someone that wasn't black trying to get Mike Maignan, because the cameras went to the dressing room, before he gets to the dressing room. Yeah. Trying to get him to come back, which would have, to me, would have been play through it. That whole term of play through it.
And it'll always be like that.
And
they've not.
But you haven't gone through that. So for me, I thought that I would have liked for them to have walked off the pitch and that's it, game done. And that leads me to say, now moving forward in 2024, the way we have to deal with racism now is quite simple. It's quite simple for me. If it happens, the game is done. The game is done, and they'll play that game behind closed doors, whether the next day or whenever we can fit it into the calendar. But for me, if you wanna implement change, for me it has to be disruptive now, innit? Yeah. And if that means we got to disrupt the calendar, the games, the money, that team can't have no fans for the next game. I'm telling you, Tom and Ade, if you're the person sitting next to a racist, yeah, and he's stopping you from coming to watch your team for 2-3 weeks, you're not going to allow that no more. So the fans will have to take it into their own and say, listen, we're not standing for that no more. Because the fact that he walks off the pitch for 10 minutes, but then he comes back on.
But I'm going to tell you the truth, right? That only works if racists are the minority. If racists are the majority.
No, but in these situations, it is the minority that's affecting.
No. It's the minority are making the noise.
They're making exactly,
There are going to be some racists that aren't.
100%, 100%.
There's lots of them that are still there. They're still racist, but they're just not saying anything.
Yeah, 100%.
Which doesn't change.
But mine is it has to be moving forward now. We can't. Whatever we was doing before clearly hasn't worked. So these whole campaign, wear the t-shirt, we got the armband, and we can't. And we all sat here when it happened with the whole Super League. Yeah, you saw the reaction to that because that had to do with money.
And we called it.
This is human beings we're dealing with. Someone is going to work and is being racially abused, and we're saying, play through that. If I went to my office and someone made a monkey chant, first I'm going to knock them out. Then I'm going home and I'm not coming back to work for maybe a month. I'm in front of 60, 50,000 people here, and whether it's the minority or not, I shouldn't have to hear this at work, and I shouldn't have to be told, play through it. And then they're going to get a fine of what? 15,000 euros, 20,000 euros, not play 2 games. The punishments are not good enough for me, so that it has to be disruptive measures, which basically means for me, we're not playing a game, the game's called off, the next game will be behind closed doors for 2-3 games. You get deducted points as well. That's the only way. So once we start doing that, I'm not saying that's going to solve it, but whatever we were doing before is not working, and it's 2024 now, and there has to be harsher and stricter measurements for me anyway, moving forward. You can't have players just being racially abused and just saying, okay, cool, because this is going to happen now, Tom, yeah? Nothing's going to get done. And then in 3-4 months' time, it will happen again to Vinicius Jr., and then we'll have a campaign online, then nothing will get done. So now we have to make sure points are deducted, fans can't come to watch games, and players are walking off the pitch and the game's done.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, I hear what you're saying. I think what's important is just making, like, if it's not working, they need to put new measures in place. Because I'm not saying those measures might exactly fix it, which is probably not. But but they're just gonna keep.
But it's not being implemented. What I'm saying is that hasn't been implemented yet. So we have to be, as in, like, we're walking off the pitch and the game is done. Like, the game's done.
It's never going to be implemented.
The game. That's what I'm saying. And which is poor. So I'm saying. So then, FIFA president, he's come out today in Fomentana and said the free strike. You're basically saying that a racist can have free chances before we lock the game off.
And that just emphasizes.
Because remember when England done that? When England done that, so I have to tell the ref. I told the ref, okay, don't worry. Yeah, we've heard about it. Boom. We're gonna announce it on the tannoy.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard it again. Okay, cool. Okay, I heard it again. Okay, yeah, let's come off now.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't. As a black man, I don't like lessen the gravity of what it is, but I'm tired. Like, this ain't new, bro. We're not gonna go back 1 year.
I know, but I don't want us as a race to get tired, though. That's my thing. I don't want us to get tired. Because then we will never resolve nothing. They will never have any impact on anything. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, the thing is, we can keep running around like in a circle, but until we're in the position to make those decisions. And that's the fight. We have to get into the position. It's just like in all walks of life. If you want to make change, you have to be in those rooms. Exactly, to make change. So we have to work towards that. We have to get more. We have to get and get jobs in the high positions.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, look, hopefully, like, UEFA and the Italian FA takes, like, strict measures against
Udinese. They go get dock points straight.
Hopefully.
Get dot points. You can't compete in Europe the season after. Stuff like that.
You got to make an example of someone and just do that.
And you have to do it aggressively.
I'm saying.
Bang, done.
Yeah, you have to.
The same way they're docking Everton.
Look how many docking Everton 10 points.
Do it quick and swiftly.
You're docking Everton points because they're spending money,
bro.
But
someone's getting a human being, bro.
They're showing that money's more important than
100%.
And they highlight that so many times with Super League, with the points. All the time they're emphasizing that this is
the lack. Like, there's no humanity being when you're thinking about this. It's the lack of humanity that's pissing me off in terms of that whole Super League thing. How Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher and everyone else, the media in this country, came out against like it was the worst thing that ever happened.
And I think you guys got it spot on anyway. Until we get people within that space that has walked to life in our shoes, they can say no. What those measures are not enough.
It's not enough
because what does that mean?
It's
that
not enough.
It's
not enough.
Everyone woke up in the morning and found out 10 points was gone.
Udinese should have woke up today and found out that they ducked 10 points.
Quick.
Simple.
Done.
Simple. They're going to find who the racists are. They will find who that person is, bruv.
100%.
It's that simple.
100%.
They will find who that person is, bruv.
On top of that, they're going to get more staff members across the whole, more stewards around the stadium, making sure this shit doesn't happen.
100%.
Yeah, so
100%. We're talking about zero policy, right? Or no room for racism. That's how we implement it.
Yeah, cool.
All
right, look.
Every day, take the knee, wear this fucking t-shirt. What's that going to do?
Look, we obviously didn't want to end on a bad note, but we might as well.
It's true. Why did you guys bring up this conversation?
It's worth bringing this up. We got to speak about it, innit? Obviously, we don't really like getting involved in politics on here anyway, but when we do need to touch on
this is humanity, though, innit, bro?
We just
don't get me started on that. Okay, let me not say that. I'm about to say something else. Let me not get started.
I have a general view, right? And my general view of why nothing ever gets resolved is that everyone looks after their
themselves.
Sector, right? So the black people look after the black people. One religion looks after one religion. One group of gender looks after. But actually, we should just all look after each other. Fucking human beings,
100%.
right? But as long
that's where humanity comes into it.
Because now, if you're looking after your group, I'm going to be like, why weren't you looking after my group? Which means that divide is always going to be there. So until we all just say, fucking hell, we're all human beings and look after each other, but it's not going to happen. So that's where the issue is. Cool. Everyone's self-serving, but it is what it is.
All right, people, thanks for listening. I think this is going to be a long episode, but it is fine because we haven't been around.
We're back for Arsenal-Liverpool, yeah?
Yeah, so we're off next week for the FA Cup because Arsenal are out, so there's no point.
You guys, down me in. I'll be in Lagos. Down me in.
So we're back. Arsenal against Liverpool week. We're hoping to.
I know people are going to ask, how's Ade getting to Lagos? He's going to swim.
I'm gonna swim.
Yeah, he's going to swim. Yeah, people are going to think, oh, how's he making it there? He's going to swim.
You know the good thing? I'm a black man that can swim.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's like that guy from the Olympics. Remember that guy that was swimming for like 10 hours? That's that thing.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll be back. We're missing next week. We'll be back for the Arsenal Liverpool game. I don't know who United are playing that week, but we'll be back, and hopefully from then on it should be non-stop. We'll stop for international because I'm not coming here to talk about international. But yeah, it'll be non-stop until the end of the season. So the games are gonna come fast from then on. If you can please subscribe, share this with friends and family. Please, we need to get our subscribers up. Just share, man.
Hit that subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button and share with friends and family. And we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. We out.
Sorry, Troy Deeney.
Peace.